The call came at 3:17 p.m. from a number I didn't recognize. I'm Claire, 41 years old. Married to Daniel for 17 years. I packed his lunches. I nursed him through his mother's funeral. I worked double shifts so he could focus on his business. His voice was cold, distant, like he was reading from a script. Claire, I'm at my lawyer's office. I won 900K in the lottery last month. I didn't tell you. I don't want you anymore. Get out. Click. Silence. 900K. Lawyer's office. Get out. 3 sentences. 17 years. Destroyed in 8 seconds. I was standing in our kitchen. The same kitchen I remodeled with my savings. The same kitchen where we celebrated when he got his first client. Where I cried when my dad died and he held me. My phone slipped from my hand. It didn't break. I wish it had. I looked around. Our photos on the wall. Our wedding picture. Our dog sleeping on the couch, he said, was ours. Get out. But what I didn't know that afternoon, staring at that phone on the floor, was that he just gave me the truth I needed to become free, until everything changed 48 hours later, when I walked into that lawyer's office myself. I didn't cry right away. I couldn't. It was like my body didn't understand the words yet. I won 900K. I don't want you. Get out. 900K. We struggled for money for years. I skipped doctor visits. I sold my car. I told him, we'll get through it together. Together. That word shattered me more than get out. He called from his lawyer's office. Not from home. Not face to face. From a place where strangers in suits would make it legal, make it clean, make me disappear. I whispered to the empty kitchen. Why? No answer. Just the sound of the fridge humming. Like nothing happened. Like my world didn't just end. For 2 days I didn't sleep. I didn't eat. I just sat on the edge of our bed and stared at his side. Empty. 900K. Last month. He knew. While I was worried about the electric bill, while I was borrowing money from my sister for groceries, he knew. The betrayal wasn't the lottery. It was the lie. He let me suffer. He let me think we were broke together. He let me sacrifice. While he was planning this call, planning to erase me, I called him 43 times. Blocked. I drove to the house. Keys didn't work. Changed the locks. Get out. He said it like I was a stranger, like I was a tenant, not his wife, not the woman who stayed when his business failed, not the woman who believed in him when no one else did. I was broken. Not because of the money, because of the truth his call exposed. He never loved me. He loved the idea of me, the woman who would carry him until he didn't need carrying anymore. My sister came. She held me while I shook. Sue him. Fight him. Take half. But I couldn't think. My mind was stuck on one word. Get out. Get out of the home I cleaned. Get out of the life I built. Get out of the marriage I thought was real. I went to see a lawyer myself. She looked at me with pity. Mrs. Carter, in this state, lottery winnings during marriage. You're entitled to half. Even if he didn't tell you. Half of 900K. 450K. Legally mine. But the money felt dirty. Like blood money. Like payment for 17 years. For a week I lived in my car. Sleeping at rest stops. Too ashamed to tell my family. Too destroyed to fight. Then on day 9, I got a text from an unknown number. It was a photo. Daniel, smiling, at a bar, with a woman 10 years younger, arm around her. Caption: New life, new rules. He posted it 2 hours after calling me. That's when pain turned into clarity. He didn't just want the money. He wanted to humiliate me. He wanted me to beg. He wanted me to disappear quietly while he started his new life. He called me from his lawyer's office because he was scared. Scared I'd fight. Scared I knew my rights. Scared the truth would come out. But that photo, That photo exposed his truth. He was weak. He was greedy. He was a coward who hid behind lawyers and phones. And cowards. They always underestimate the woman they try to destroy. My revenge wasn't screaming. It wasn't breaking things. It was quiet. And it was legal. I walked into his lawyer's office on day 10. Same office he called me from. Same desk. Same cold chairs. I didn't bring anger. I brought papers. Mrs. Carter, the lawyer said, surprised. Your husband said you wouldn't contest. I smiled. He was wrong. I filed for divorce. I filed for my half of the 900K. I filed for the house. I filed for every account he hid. He expected tears. He expected me to beg. He got silence and signatures. 3 months later, court day. He walked in with his new girlfriend, smiling, confident. 900K, rich. He looked at me and mouthed, "Get out." I didn't. I sat down, straight back, calm face. The judge ruled 450K to me, half the house, half the savings, plus alimony for the years I supported his business. Total, 612. His face. Oh, his face. The smile disappeared. The confidence shattered, because he called me from his lawyer's office to take my power. But he exposed his own weakness instead. He thought money could buy him out of loyalty. He thought, get out, was an ending. It was a beginning. I didn't take his new life. I took what was mine. I took my dignity back. Moral. He called me from his lawyer's office and said, get out, like I was nothing. But truth has a way of hurting the person who speaks it. He exposed his greed. He exposed his cowardice. He exposed that 17 years meant nothing to him. But in trying to destroy me, he reminded me who I was. I'm Claire. I survived poverty with him. I'll survive wealth without him. Justice isn't about revenge. It's about remembering your worth. A woman who knows her value doesn't chase a man who runs. She walks into the room he left her out of, and she takes her seat at the table. Because 900K can buy a new life, but it can't buy back respect. And respect, not money, is what makes you rich.